Right then, let's get into Rogue. Now then, I'm not a big Rogue player. Gonna admit that to you now. So my opinion on a lot of these cards is not going to be the best, but we're going to review them anyway because we're going through the entire set. So here we go. So Cutthroat Buccaneer, 3 mana, 2/4 combo. Give your weapon +1 attack. I mean, it's possibly going to go in the Kingsbane deck, but there's possibly already... Is the Kingsbane deck already solved enough? Does it need this? It's probably going to replace the 4/4 that gives it +2 attack. Obviously, you can still play it on turn 4. Obviously, if you go like Kingsbane, then this, give it +1 attack immediately, which is going to be pretty decent. So I can probably see this seeing some play in the Kingsbane deck, but not really in anywhere else. Right. It's a Pirate as well. Pirates always go fit in pretty nicely. Yeah, overall, I think that card's pretty cool. Cheap Shot. Echo. Deal 2 damage to a minion. Yeah, that seems pretty decent. A recurable 2 damage. Obviously, on turn 2 it could just be 2 damage, but obviously as the game goes on, that card is just going to get better and better and better. So you're going to have to put a lot of stuff in it, but you can then spread out the 2 damage itself. You don't have to just target all on everything, you know. 2 damage here, maybe that's died, but then 2 damage somewhere else, 2 damage somewhere else, you know. Ultra maximum of like 5 times. It's just going to be good. I like this. This is really cool. Blink Fox. Add a random card to your hand from your opponent's class. 3 mana 3/3 beast. I mean, it's nothing to sniffle about, but it's also, there's been a lot of cards in Rogue obviously that give you cards from your opponent's class, which are usually alright, but they're also usually not what you want to build your deck around, from what my experience with Rogue is. They're just add-ons because they're good value creatures. Normally, like there was the Buccaneer that was a 1/1 that had that battle cry. Obviously now this is a 3/3 that has this battle cry, which is also good because it's just scaling nicely with it. So I can see this seeing some play. Obviously you're not going to build your deck around it, but overall it's pretty decent. Add a random card from your hand. Echo. Cool. Yep. But that way you can just fill up your hand with stuff later on in the game. Obviously if your resources are getting a bit low, 2 mana, get a card, 2 mana, get a card. Obviously you're going to get up to like 5 cards here from your opponent's class, which, sure, just 5 random cards. It's probably going to be better than you just having no cards at all. So that card seems pretty cool. Mistwraith. Whenever you play an Echo card, gain +1/+1. Oh, this has Echo. This says Rush. Run one your miniature hand. Looks like these two seem pretty good together. +1/+1 here and random legendaries. Well, you are going to get a lot of 2/2s. Alright, that's not that bad though, I suppose. This is going to be good. Fill your hand up with stuff while this gets bigger. Kill stuff while this gets bigger. Yeah, I can see this card being pretty good. It's a lot of effort to make it incredible, so but it's at least worth making if you've got Echo cards in your deck. So 6 mana, 5/3, Cursed Castaway. It's got Rush. It's not bad, so it's going to get to attack a minion as soon as it comes in. Death Rattle. Draw a combo card from your deck. I can't really see the Death Rattle being too relevant, especially at 6 mana. It's not like, oh, like these two don't really even go well. 6 mana What combo cards have we got that it's going to be worth putting this in for? So, this is 5 mana, so you can't cast the Castaway and then this. Even if you make the Castaway, kill something and draw this, you'd need to keep the coin in your hand, so you've got to have gone second. This obviously, got to cast something else first, I suppose. Give a friendly minion poisonous. I mean, if you've already attacked with your rush creature, I don't think this is going to be very good for you. This is 6 mana again. Deal damage equal to number of cards from the play. Cards you play this turn. Yeah, I can't see this being too much of a good idea. I mean, this is alright. Draw 2 minions from your deck. So, play this, attack something, it dies, get the Elven Minstrel, play that, draw 2 cards. Yeah. So, for 10 mana, then you've killed something, drawn a card, made a 3/2, drawn 2 cards. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that being alright, but it's a lot of effort to work around doing that. Wanted. Deal 3 damage to a minion. If that kills it, add a coin to your hand. Oh. Alright then, yeah, this is not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Effectively, it's 3 mana, which is alright. Like, 3 mana, deal 3 damage. But obviously it has to kill it to make it 3 mana, I suppose. But, upsides, really. Downsides, not. There are better things, probably, that you'd want to play over that. Spectral Cutlass. 4 mana, 2/2, lifesteal. Whenever you play a card from another class, gain 1 durability. Now, you're just going to play Kingsbane. You're not going to bother with this card, like, at all. Like, why would you play this 4 mana weapon when you could just play the Kingsbane deck? You're just not going to. Like, especially with it giving you durability. For a start, you've got to get cards from other classes before you can make this work. So obviously then you are going to play things like the Blink Fox and the Pickpocket, but then it's just 2 attack. Like, at 4 mana, there are better things to be doing. And as a weapon, you just may as well play the Kingsbane deck. So, onto our legendaries. Test Greymane, 6 mana, 8 mana, 6/6. Battlecry, replace every card from another class you've played this game. Oh, replay, sorry, not replace. Replay every card from. That's got to hope that the cards you've got from your other classes have at least been playable for you to want to cast them for a start. Like, it's the problem with, like, there are certain parts of RNG in Hearthstone that are really good and you're really happy about, but stuff like that, that's like RNG to the extreme. Like, you've got to have gotten the cards from your opponent's class, which obviously there are cards in Rogue that do that, but, you know, obviously then those cards are random. Like, the class is going to change each time you play. Like, you know, there's 8 other classes in this game. So, you can never guarantee that those cards are going to be good enough for the board situation at the time for you to want to cast them. You've got to make sure that those cards are castable as well. Because there's going to be a lot of situations where the board state is just cards that you just can't cast because they're not relevant. So I don't see this card being any good, like, at all. Face Collector, 3 mana, 2/2, Echo, Battlecry, add a random legendary minion to your hand. I mean, that's definitely not bad. Like, on turn 3, if you make this, it's going to be okay. I mean, it's not going to be amazing, it's going to be a random guy, but you're more wanting to cast this twice to 3 times before you're happy with what you're doing, and is a card that you've got to cast 3 times before it's good worth casting. I mean, it's giving you random legendaries, so it's possibly going to be worth it, but I don't think it's going to be as good as it should be. But 3 mana, it's probably worth making. 3 mana, here's a 2/2. I've got a random legendary. 6 mana, here's 2 2/2s. I've got 2 random legendaries. 9 mana, here's 3 2/2s. I've got 3 random legendaries. Obviously, this card gets better the more you do it. Obviously, like, all the Echo cards get better the more you do them. But there are definitely ones such as like Cheap Shot that are better at it than this. But it could be cool. Like, you're going to get a lot of really fun interactions where you get some incredible legendaries from it. But there are also going to be those times where you'll make it, say you make it on turn 6, and it'll give you a Lore Walker Cho, and you'll be like, oh, I don't really want to make that. And then you'll make it again, and it'll give you like Millhouse Mana Storm, and you'll be like, oh. Even if like the first one was better, and then you get a Millhouse, you're still going to be like, oh, I'm okay, cheers. So overall, Rogue, I'm not personally too impressed with, but I can also see a lot of reasons why people will be really happy with what Rogue is getting in the new set. So hopefully we'll see when the set is dropped in a few days.